Okay guys, so we're going to go ahead and try these The question basically asks, given a point P on the terminal side of theta, an angle in standard position, find the exact value of sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent of theta. And they give you a point. In this case, our point P is -5, -12. The first step in solving this problem is you are going to want to draw the x and y axis, and so here's my x and y axis, and then we want to go ahead and just plot the point. So when we plot the point, -5, -12, that is in quadrant 3, so we're going to say it's right there, and that's going to be point P, which is -5, -12. From here, we want to just go ahead and draw in our reference triangle. We're going to go from the origin to that point, and from the point perpendicular to the x-axis. Now that we have our triangle, we know that our x value is going to be -5 and our y value is going to be -12. So we go ahead and write that bit of information in. So this is -5 and this is -12. From here, if we don't know what the hypotenuse is, we can use the Pythagorean Theorem. The Pythagorean Theorem, we're simply going to do -5 squared plus -12 squared, and that's going to equal my hypotenuse squared. When you do all of this math, you end up getting that your hypotenuse is going to be plus or minus 13. Well, because the hypotenuse in these cases are always positive, we know that that is going to go ahead and be 13. Now that we have my x, my y, and my r, or really my x, y, and r, or adjacent, because we're going to go from the origin, the adjacent being -5, your opposite being -12, and your radius being 13, we now have all the information to be able to answer sine, cosine, tangent, secant, cosecant, and cotangent. So let's go ahead and do that. Sine of some angle is going to be y over r. Well, in this case, my y value is -12 and my r is 13. Therefore, my answer is -12 over 13. From here, we can do the reciprocal. S and C's go together. This is sine. Therefore, cosecant of theta is r over y, which is going to be -13 over 12 because it's just a reciprocal. Next, we can go ahead and do cosine. Cosine of some angle in terms of the unit circle is going to be x over r. Well, our x value is -5, so this is going to be -5 over 12. And from here, we can take the reciprocal of this and get the secant. Secant of theta is r over x, which will give me 12 over -5. Well, the last two to do is going to be tangent of theta, which is simply y over x, which my y value here is -12. My x value is -5. And because they're both negative, it's just simply going to be 12 over 5. My cotangent, which is just the reciprocal of tangent, therefore will be x over y, is going to be 5 divided by 12. From there, we have all 6 answers. It's just a matter of drawing your reference triangle in the correct quadrant and making sure that your signs are correct when you set your ratios up.